Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a fabulous morning so far. I just wanted to go over a little bit on how the Ichimoku system works. I'm no expert, but I've been watching it for a couple months now. Someone in the chat room turned me on to it. So Thursday I'll be doing a webinar going over a couple of my setups that we trade in the room each day, the 5-minute opening range trade and the counter channel continuation setup. And I'll also be showing you briefly the components of the Ichimoku and how I'm willing to use it, and also how you can scan for equities off of a daily chart if you're somebody who swing trades. So if you want more information on my setups or the webinar, just go to www.easyeMinitrade.com. So this is the NQ yesterday, and this is on a 1-point range chart. For you Ninja users, it's a 4-tick range chart, and everything that's out there, you can do a search for the Ichimoku and you'll get a ton of information. Most of it is the same stuff repeated, and you'll find that most are trading it on the Forex off of a time-based chart or a tick-based chart. I like range charts, and I'm a day trader, so it works for me, but you can use it on any chart, any instrument, equities, whatever you like. You can put it on there, and it's actually 5 indicators that make up the Ichimoku system. And like I said, I'm not really going to go over it right now. You can do a search, and I'll share some links with you guys during the webinar that you'll find really helpful. But this is yesterday, and this is just a chart with the Ichimoku indicators on it. My indicators for my setups are not on here. But the most interesting setup that I see is this blue line is called the Chico line, and you'll see this cloud here. It's actually Kumo, translation cloud. But when the Chico line breaks out of the cloud or above price, that is an awesome entry. Especially when you have price breaking out of the cloud at the same time. Here you can see the cloud is narrow, and that's telling us that we don't have much volatility. We're just going sideways. And the thing about the cloud is it is going to form in the future, and this Chico line is going to form 26 periods in the past. So at the time here where I've got this bar marked, the Chico line was back here, just breaking out above price, clearing all this congestion junk. So when that happened, you can see the price was able to move higher. It moved really slowly. NQ was really odd yesterday. We had the Russell and the ES moving higher, and the NQ was just hanging out there. So this trade took forever to work. But what was interesting is right at the same time, we actually got a setup. And this was a no trigger for the Amigo, so there was nothing there. But we had a counter channel set up within a couple bars of this Chico line breaking out above all of the price. So you're going to find that no matter what setups you are using, the Ichimoku indicators can definitely be helpful either by themselves or in conjunction with your setups for confirmation if you like. Here you can see right here, price was coming outside the lower end of the cloud, and the Chico line was actually breaking through the cloud. This is where it was at the time when this happened. This bar that I've got marked is where price actually was when the Chico line came through the cloud. Now you may have opted to wait to get through this area of support here to your left that was created by the sideways action, or you could enter in on its all by itself and get in, or once again you can look at whatever setups you're currently trading and see if you have a setup, and you can see then that you have confirmation to take it. So here was one of our setups. This was a counter channel setup, and it was right in line with that Chico line breaking through the cloud as price just broke through the cloud as well. So the other option is, if you don't have a setup on whatever chart you currently trade off of, you can try to find a way in from another chart. So at that same time, we actually had a kaboom setup off the 1597 tick chart, which, by the way, is what I've really been trading the kaboom setup from is the 1597. A lot less noise, shoot for bigger targets. It does require a bigger stop, but in this case here, MACD line crosses below zero, and you get in under this bar here, and you are able to ride this for about 19 3/4 points if you use the super trend stop off of the 1 point range chart. So if you were in the trade from either just the Ichimoku or the counter channel setup or the kaboom off the 1597, you could have used the 1 point range chart with the super trend dots. It's actually super trend stop. And so here they are right here, these blue dots, and I always use a tick above or below them. So in this case I would use a tick above, and it would have you in the trade and stopped out a tick above this blue line here at 42. So you would have gotten in the trade on the 1597 tick chart for the kaboom entry at 33.62 and stopped out here at 33.42. So I don't recommend looking for runners on all of the contracts that you're holding. I would recommend shoot for a specific target on a percentage of your contracts, and then if you're trading enough contracts, then go ahead and try to trail and see if you get a runner. At least that's how I choose to do it. You can choose to do it any way that you like. So I hope that that helps. These are super trend. This is a super trend stop in Sierra, and for Ninja, it's not part of the indicators available in Ninja, but you can go to Big Mike's trading and you look for a super trend stop. You might have to be an elite member to do that, and it's a good deal. It's only like $55 for a lifetime membership. So we'll go over more of the Ichimoku as well as the other setups mentioned on Thursday at the webinar, so I hope to see you there. And if you'd like more information on the webinar or my setups, go to www.easyminitrade.com. Have a great day, you guys.